Sorry, I have to change that text. The some stuff got reset in my OBS settings because of the GPU getting changed out. But the GPU is working. It's just my OBS is messed up a little bit. So if you hear anything wrong with the mic, let me know. If it sounds a little weird, I did get one comment saying my mic sounded weird. And it might sound a little bit different because the GPU is different. So some of the settings got reset. So if you hear any issues, just let me know. I can probably fix it. Like if you hear any like background noise or echoing or anything like that, just let me know. Anyway, hello Warlock, hello Camden, hello Mochi Feast, hello Zerkaz, hello Insane Killer, hello Kadonks, Z, hello Joss. Hope you're all doing well. I thought I might start playing on Profile 3 for this patch, just because I want to like have a profile that doesn't have any of the cringe. Where all the runs are played without cringe. Not because I'm gonna like play better or anything. It's just like the runs are affected by cringe, and I don't want my runs to be affected by cringe. Or like my run history to have a bunch of cringe runs in it. Hello, Arcane Magic. But yeah, I was very tired. I'm still a bit tired, but yeah, I think it was like 53 days of streaming in a row. And making a YouTube video every day as well. Definitely needed a couple days off, and the cringe gave me a good reason to take a couple days off. Because like, I didn't really want to play the game with that stuff in the game anyway. Yeah, I don't currently have a job. Well, aside from streaming. Hello, Ed and Ed from YouTube chat. The cringe is gone. Why are you still here? I don't know. Maybe you're not as cringe as you think. Hello, Rengoku. So I see the new change with the CRNG gone. Yeah, I'm very happy to see it gone. Like there were just actual effects on gameplay. There were actual effects on gameplay with like the large capsule not showing up in underdogs and the precarious shears not showing up in overgrowth like nearly as often as they should. That was the big thing for me, was like certain whale bonuses just not showing up in certain acts. Like I could feel that in gameplay. Like I did notice that I didn't get large capsule like ever in underdog. And I've already seen runs with large capsule and underdogs that just probably wouldn't have happened without the patch. So it is a big deal. A bigger deal than patching out Spire 1's CRNG, I think. Just because underdogs and overgrowth exist. And like most of the RNG correlations are front loaded, like early in the run. And the alternate acts make it even more pronounced with how it affects gameplay. Because you'll only see certain things in overgrowth and other things in underdogs. Now the game should just feel more random overall. Particularly with whale bonuses. Whale bonuses are the big thing. Also impressed by how quickly they fixed this. I would have been a bit disappointed for sure if they took a while to fix this. Partly because it's like not that complicated of an issue. According to Tickerman anyway. It was like, oh, this can be fixed in like a couple lines of code, or like you just have to change what's getting the RNG valued. And also just because it's such a gigantic problem with the game. Like it's actually a huge issue if that's in the game. Like it kind of undermines the point of roguelikes for something like that to exist. So it's very important to be fixed, and it's also apparently not that complicated of a problem. So I would have been kind of disappointed. Or it would have implied that the problem is more complicated than it seemed like it was. But they did fix it in one patch, so that's good. At least as far as I have heard, the problem seems to be entirely fixed, and the game is actually truly random for the first time in Slay the Spire's history. Like aside from modding, like base game Spire is actually truly random instead of having correlation with its RNG, seemingly anyway. Which is kind of funny if you think about it. I can finally win with Necrobinder. I mean, maybe the 2-day break will help me with Necrobinder, or maybe it won't. I feel like the main issue I was having with Necrobinder is like I was just tilted from like the start of the run to the end of the run. Like, I was never actually like in it. I was just tilted from the beginning. Being tilted is a very bad state of mind to be in if you're trying to win. I would say that's definitely true. Got a rebound this morning from Trash Heap and a Regent. A regret from Nia's bonus, so it seems fixed, yeah. I mean, the correlations would be different if it was still in the game, so it could be that a different card would be not possible to get or something, like, because it's a different patch. I think it would have to change, like, the card pool size of that event, though, for that to be true, maybe. Watched almost all my videos. That's a lot of videos to watch. I post every day, so I appreciate that. I appreciate that. It's an interesting thing, really. Like, I have, like, you know, just to talk about, like, what the situation is with YouTube and Twitch. YouTube and Twitch is such a weird thing. Like, it's something I didn't know, obviously, until I started actually making content for both platforms. And that's that I have, like, 100 people around, like, actually pretty much exactly 100 people paying $5 a month or using their Twitch Prime to subscribe to the channel, right? So you'd think that with that in mind, there's no way Twitch would make less money than YouTube. Because, like, there's more hours of ads being watched probably on Twitch, or like around the same. And then I also have these like 100 people paying money every month to be subscribed to the channel. I also have bits coming in and other things like that. Not that much, but like you'd think it would make more money, but YouTube makes like double the money that Twitch does. Like Amazon is way more greedy with their payouts for sure than Google is. I did not know that. I have been watching content like forever. I did not know that until I started making stuff for both platforms. But it's actually just a difference in how much they pay out per ad. YouTube just pays a lot more, it seems. It's kind of absurd. What did I eat today? I had some noodles. Okay, a multiplayer game. One of us did get rebound a couple weeks ago. Yes, the randomness is different in co-op. You can get rebound if you have the right Steam ID. If you don't have the right Steam ID, you can't get rebound. Need more shorts on YouTube. Maybe if I ever like hire a editor, I'll make shorts for YouTube. But yeah, only in co-op. Like in single player, before you couldn't get rebound no matter what. But in co-op, if you had the right Steam ID, you could get rebound. That was how it worked. Probably want to be more competitive since Twitch is the established streaming platform. No, like I don't make that much money off of YouTube streams. It's the YouTube videos. It's the YouTube videos that make like a lot more money than anything I do on Twitch. Obviously, the videos are made from stuff that I do on Twitch, but I just think they pay out more. It's just like a difference in how much they pay out for ad or per ad that they play. That's at least my assumption. Anymore, but yeah, I don't think I'll ever do like YouTube shorts on my own. I think if I ever hire an editor, maybe they'll do that, but I've never really been particularly fond of short form content. It's like very attention grabby, algorithmically optimized stuff, which is probably the right way to be, but I'm just going to try to do the things I actually want to do instead of making like that kind of thing. Like, I like YouTube less now that like the feed is covered in shorts and stuff. That's kind of the type of internet consumer I am. So I don't want to like actively contribute to the stuff that I don't like. We're high on the shovel plus Razor Tooth 18 Ironclad run. Giggling. No, I was not high. I was just tired, which is like similar, probably. I don't know. I was just tired and laughing because the run was funny. And I was in a goofy mood. Sometimes I'm not playing the game all that seriously. Sometimes I do play seriously, but other times I'm just kind of playing for the fun of it. It's kind of the nature of streaming every day. Like, if you stream every day, there's just going to be days where you don't want to commit all your energy to playing the game well, and you're more interested in just kind of enjoying the game. Bad start. My last run was Necrobinder, but I could start wherever I want. Like, obviously, it doesn't matter. The patch reset all streaks, especially this patch because of the CRNG being gone. But I can start with Defect. I don't mind starting with Defect. Enable tutorials, no. There's a new profile, so there's gonna be like some stuff. Oh look, precarious shears in Overgrowth. This like never happens on the other patch. It's like, it's just not a thing. Like that's what I mean by like immediately you feel the effects. Like this probably just, this seed would never be generated on the other patch. I mean, it could be, but like it's very unlikely to actually be generated. And to me, that's a very big deal. Like that actually makes a huge impact. You actually see this option. Not that I'm like all that excited to remove 2 strikes really in Overgrowth. It's probably a bad thing overall. Not a terrible thing, but not like that helpful for the player because remove 2 is just a little dicey in an act with the frog parasite in it. Like this is plus 27 HP overall for 2 remove. Like clicking the Nutritious Oyster is 11 max HP and just 27 HP more than the Precarious Shears in Act 1. Just think about it that way for an Overgrowth act. Strikes are bad though. I think the card quality in Act 2 needs to be slightly tweaked. I feel like I skip 90% options most of the time, and I see it across other players as well. I don't feel like I skip 90% of the time in Act 2. But I feel like it's not really the card quality that needs to be tweaked. It's like, the reason people skip in Act 2 isn't because the cards are bad, really. The reason people skip in Act 2 is because the game's too easy, so they can like refine an engine and just like make a deck that does one thing because they only are challenged by one thing. Right now in Act 2, you might only be concerned by like 1 or 2 things in the entire rest of the run, and like that's why you won't pick cards, because you don't need to solve multiple problems, you only have to solve one problem. So you're just looking for cards that solve that one problem. The cards are strong in this game. The challenges of the enemies are a little less pressing because there's no Act 4. Once there's Act 4, it's going to be a bit of a difference, and maybe some tweaking to the enemy's balance as well. Getting big. I mean, there's also Lava Rock. Defect kind of cooks Bantam. Fries Bantam up, you know? So you can just say, okay, Lava Rock. You cook Bantam, and then you win. Your starter relic kind of blows through the thing. However, I mean, I'd probably take Lava Rock over Nutritious Oyster. It's just like, can I take the shears is the only question. Yeah, it's just like probably no. At least I probably don't want to. Like enough flexibility in the act going this way. I feel somewhat comfortable just taking the Lava Rock. Are you supposed to commit to dealing more damage there? Not actually thought about Defect's macro or micro in this fight. I think you're meant to just play as many blocks as possible because it doesn't block this turn. So. Like the chance that you don't kill this turn is very low, right? Your target win rate be with Act 4 35%. I don't know what that means. Like my target win rate playing optimally or what? Or like what I think the balance should be or how much I should be winning. It's kind of unclear what you mean by that. Balance, sorry. No, I probably want the balance to be much higher, like playing optimally. Like if I'm playing well, I want the win rate to be pretty high. Probably like assuming I'm playing at the absolute best. After learning for a while, I would want it to be like to get around 80 to 90%. Because like if it's really low, or if it's like 35%, right, but I'm playing very well, then that just implies there's a lot of things that are out of my control. But like you don't want it to get too high because then there's just not enough runs where you actually have that skill expression. Like it's okay to lose some runs to RNG, but like you want to have that room for skill expression. So you don't need once the win rate gets so high, then eventually like skill expression stops happening and you just start winning playing on autopilot type of thing. Which isn't great. I mean, Stone's pretty good. We're just gonna like go buy a potion. Stone a glass works, Stone a cold snap, something like that. I'm just gonna like buy an attack potion. Claim that solves all my potential problems because I think it does. Like a compile driver or something. I like compile on this game. And I already have a lot of orb types. I even want a hotfix. I mean, I have compile and a glassware. So maybe it's like okay. Probably the attack pot fight. Like, I don't know, is it? Probably. Now. It's more than 18, but it's not enough, right? I'd probably play this better. 18, 22. $19. Yeah, it's 1 damage off. I like try to draw to cast again. Fault snap. Compact, usually good card. Like upgrade my compact. Or what? I have this for the guy. About to see like another relic. Maybe I'll heal in this event. Nimble glasswork is probably good. Oh, shit. See that my game lag there? That was weird. GPU, please don't mess up. I need you. I don't really feel the need to use my hotfix yet. I could try to draw into infections, but can I kill it this turn? 8 plus 7 plus 6 plus 3 plus 2. I can just a mid potion this fight, right? And like get a big impact. What if I go like mid potion, zap strike? Pile. Like glasswork out. Actually, that likely to get some infections, I'll leave. This actually takes damage. There's definitely a line there that didn't take damage. I didn't play that line. It's okay, there's no attacks here. Right, overclock. The compact. Obviously, a ton of potential with that. Dual cast here, probably not. Doesn't really make sense. Block pot, hologram. I probably want to take the final elite, but can I? I have some upgraded damage. A block potion. But like my damage against Phantom is weird. Right. I sort of just play cards. Let's just like go to hallway 5. I have a pretty high potion chance. Not the right line by the mall guy. So I block a bunch this turn. I also just kill it. Ooh, iteration. Now we have iteration and compact and overclock. It's a good combination of things to have. At 46 health. You do Hollow Compactor, I could just do Cold Snap, Hollow Cold Snap, Block Pot, which is probably fine. I don't even necessarily have to Block Pot here. I can't get 2 potions in this fight. I could technically get a rock and a potion, like the rock relic and a potion. But it's not that likely. You could also get the thing that lets me rest and get potions back. Yeah, you know what? I'll use it. Like I said, potion belt, which makes me feel stupid. I got the one option that punishes me. It's funny. Do I have the compact nonsense against the Phantom? I'm gonna say that's like perfect though. Always lets me play a somewhat longer fight, but damage is still like entirely glasswork and zap. Just like playing strike plus and stuff, which isn't terrible. Might just upgrade hologram. Upgrading hologram seems fairly reasonable. Definitely could see using the dex pot in this fight. Shuffle in the fuel. Coil wasn't upgraded. I was just offered a Tesla coil, but it wasn't upgraded. So it's just very easy, I guess. Could even just like play a defend here, probably. Don't have to sacrifice any HP. This Defect's a cheater. That's what I said, and then I got a bad draw order in the redraw here. Still don't believe I can die. Try to kill it. A little risky though. Let's play 2 defense. Play for the never die line. Impact iteration is good against Phantom, it turns out. Yeah, Bagger Prep and Happy Flower. It's pretty good. Trash to Treasure. Card is so insane. Then we just get like the overclock with the enchantment, the clone on it, and then we upgrade Trash to Treasure and then clone infinitely. Reba always feels so mid to you. It is just kind of mediocre. Oh, clone. Oh, never lucky. So we can have the goopsters, or we can have just blood. Both fine options, I think. I don't think Tears is ever the right choice. But Goopy and Blood are both good, because what Goopy does is it exhausts all my defense, and then I can just remove some strikes and then do like compact overclock infinite things with Treasure Iteration. Supporting it. I just spam overclock, spam compact. And the defense removing themselves just makes that way stronger. Like, I already have a lot of card draw in the deck, so I think I just take the Goopy. Let me do like this, like 2 elites or something. So I want the fire. The deck wants upgrades. The captain's will in this fight, so I can play it a little bit more greedily. So I get my defense out. Make sure this one dies in time. But aside from that, there's not really any pressure. All the defense have been played. This is sort of just a stack my defense a couple times, fill my potion belt, and win type of round. Playing Ascension 20 Heart. It's good to hear. I always like to hear when people are playing Spire 1. It's a good game. Oh, I don't have a compendium yet. I have to finish a run to get a compendium, chat. I think I remember what Defects cards have in them, though. There's like the guy. The power seems alright. You wind up with a feral, but aside from that, I think the rest are kind of good. Zero cost cards. I mean, Defect zero costs are very good, really. Take a zero cost card. Oh. The top one was feral. The bottom one was claw. There's no avoiding the claw feral. Really just no way out. Claw's like fine. It's not good, but it's fine. Obviously, I'm not going to let the guy take compact. That isn't going to happen. Heart's kind of important to my strategy. Waiting a turn here lets me wait 12, 14, 16. Waiting a turn here lets me get the flower set up. Turbo Glacier. Jeez. Glacier, is it? It's not better than Turbo, right? Turbo's bonkers insane. Glacier's just like fine. Turbo draws cards with the duration. It's more compact nonsense. It gives me energy to like do all the things. It's just a better card, but Glacier isn't uncommon, so. But like I don't really need the front load to block as much with the goops, right? Turbo's just better. Yeah, let's go here. I want to keep stacking. I want to keep filling my potion belt and stacking my goopy defense. The idea is pretty simple here. Take a lot of front loaded damage there. I don't actually have a glass work. It's fine though. Try to block next turn without killing it. Glasswork unfortunately does kill it. I can try turboing. That also kills it. Barrel plus with my claw. It is upgraded. Like, to be fair, that thing is upgraded. Isn't even necessary. It's pretty good if I get Rocket Punch, yeah. If I get Rocket Punch, it's actually pretty good. But just replaying Claws. I already have Treasure Treasure. I probably don't need it. If I get Rocket Punch. Yeah, it's not so bad if I get Rocket Punch. It's also just like a Compile Driver, which is just pretty good in the deck. So take the Compile Driver. I get a Rocket Punch, I'm like, I have a Rocket Punch. I can't be that unhappy, right? Wow, this draw sucks. Not because I didn't add the Glacier, though. That's not why this draw sucks. This draw just sucks. Because I didn't draw the turbo. If I drew the turbo that turn, then you could blame it on the Glacier. We got like a block card here. Like 1 damage to set up flower. Seems kind of worth it. Flower's pretty important for the next fight. Alright, am I bad against something here? Like a thing that I'm bad against? Like good enough, right? Do I want that? I want this. Probably just remove a stray. Nice. It's just starting to see the extreme value and the defenses exhausting themselves, right? Deck's just gonna start cycling like crazy. I guess what I do with that cycling is play Claw a lot. I guess I play Claw a lot. That's the plan. Very sophisticated plan. This is my worst fight. God. Yeah, it's definitely my worst fight. Bottom decked everything. Like Skill Fire. I'm afraid enough. That doesn't do anything. Wow, I'm actually skipping. Okay. I die here. Oh wait, no, I have Captain's Way. Okay, there's nothing really to be afraid of. I try to play that. Captain's are like insanely good in this fight. It doesn't work forever. I don't want to shuffle out dual cast because like dual casting the orb's kind of my win condition here. Otherwise the fight sort of just drags. Also feels like I could play a lot of cards this turn. Like turbo plus some combo pieces. Go fuel zap dual cast. Like overclock. Fuel dual cast. Yeah, that's just what the deck does. Alright, chill. Everybody chill. Next fight's like easy, right? I guess maybe the AoE fight, but with all the defense. Oh, I didn't play one of the defense. That's sad. With all the defense saying basically 10 block on them. I'd have to do a hallway fight first, though, but now I even have an anchor. I have anchor and the thing. Like, kind of expect to take no damage, and my upgrades are really valuable here. Like, every overclock plus just makes the whole thing that I'm doing much better. I don't mind a chill in the deck, though. Chill seems alright. Overclock's just an insane card. Like, it's a crazy card. But also kind of just gets owned by Captain's Wheel. One scary turn overall in this fight. But... Been an hour reading the CRNG post. That was a fun post. to read. Wasn't fun to play with that knowledge, but it was fun to read the post. I like the post. Treasure is such a stupid card. Should I play that overclock? Maybe I should have. Alright, I can cycle hotfix. With the treasure, it's just likely to give me a lot of output, but do I want to cycle 0-cost cards, or do I want to actually try to reshuffle into the compact? When is the beta branch going to come to the main branch? Yesterday. Yesterday is the day that the beta branch comes to the main branch. You're not going to believe that. It's already happened, my friend. I don't know about this hotfix. It seems like vaguely okay. Subject iteration and the iteration fight guy. The guy who rewards you for top decking iteration. I should have played this. I could have gotten a Frost Orb and not taken any damage. It's fine. It's not fine. It's terrible. Regal Pillow. I mean, Boost Away is really good. It's just I have Overclock. It just seems like a much better card to play with my card play. Yeah, nice statuses, bro. Yeah, I think he's doing anything at all. He's actually just playing right into my hands. Insane. I'd like to kill next turn, which seems maybe possible with orbs. So I can't really kill with attacks, but maybe with orbs. Treasure spam and stuff. So I heal 25 into this fight, definitely don't need to rest. I mean, it's also just a very easy fight. I think I just want to actually upgrade the treasure at this point. I mean, I'd like to upgrade Overclock. Turbo. So I can just keep the pseudo infinite thing going as long as possible. Like Overclock Plus just draws such a stupid amount of cards. It's insane. Because it draws 2, and then like it adds a card that eventually pays off by drawing more cards with Iteration, or draws more cards with Compact. It draws such a stupid amount of cards. I can goop my defense first anyways. Yeah, I don't know. It could be trash. It could be Overclock. I'm just going to go Overclock. It's nice to have 2 Overclock Plus. It just looks nice. You can see the trash potentially being better. It is nice to immediately get a bunch of orb types. Potential plasma and stuff. Like hologram. Play one of these. As long as I don't get munched, I never die in this fight. It's just straight up impossible to die if I don't get munched. Oh, my overclocks are in the discard. That's an 8. It's nice to make a bunch of energy, isn't it? I'd like to kill next turn. Did you know after this? Alright, we can have a real genetic algorithm instead of all these phonies. Never super critical. I'm not really having energy problems though. Like Turbo is just a better super critical. It's like a super critical that doesn't exhaust and also channels an orb. If I get the thing that makes me draw 3 cards, like for 3 different card plays, obviously super critical is pretty good, but if I get that thing, then I just kind of win, so. Not like it really matters. I just want to remove Strike. I think the best boss relic I could get is that one that removes 3 cards. It's like remove 2 strikes and like zap or dual cast or something. That'd be so good. Like that'd be so stupidly good. Like, algorithm is definitely slow. I'm not taking algorithm. Deck is way too strong for that garbage. And I want a super critical. I'm just giving. Ooh. Ha ha ha. Asking shall receive. Removes here are so good, man. I remove the claw because it's stupid card sucks. Oh god, the queen's gonna bind my status cards. No! No! She's gonna bind my status cards. That's true. Yeah, I mean, I don't need anything to scale during my infinite. Just trash your treasure playing infinite cards is enough to kill everything. Because the Aeon Glass, the thing that stops you from going infinite, actually helps me go infinite. It's one of the craziest things about Defect. Like, the one fight that stops you from going infinite in this game helps Defect go infinite. It's like, yeah, here you go. Here's some fuel for your infinite. Literally. We get Claw from a transform. No, we got Claw from a random card event, like the one that gives you a random 0 cost card or a random power. Yeah, we got Claw from that. Is Overclock Iteration compact just a Watcher Infinite? I feel like ever since I started thinking to do this every run, I just do it every run. Kind of weird. If it's just a Watcher Infinite? Just like announce that you're doing it and it just happens because the character is stupid. Just gotta play my defense. Fight's over. The iteration only for first status. Yeah, it doesn't matter though. Still gonna go infinite. Right now. Really, I should wait a turn at least. What Callister? I mean, cool-headed or compiled driver are good, right? One of them is good. I don't know which one is good, but one of them is good. I mean, drawing cards isn't always a good thing if I already have so much card draw. Eventually, it's a bad thing, right? Uproar is basically compiled, true. Like, imagine we're playing the Watcher, right? Like, just picture it. This is Rushdown. This is Mental Fortress. And then, like, we just have a lot of removes. Like, this card is Eruption or something. I don't know. Cards am I looking for? I think I might take that recycle card. It, like, gets rid of a card. Maybe. And, like, obviously I don't really have much of a cap on how many overclocks I take in this deck. I mean, I do have a cap, but, like, there's not much of a cap. Probably have 4 in the deck before it starts being bad. To add more, because eventually you just start drawing too many burns before you get back to your compact. Second compact, not really. Not really. Just taking that to add some diversity to the deck. So every card's not the same card. This turn's like a little bit scary. Yeah, tap potion in the worst case. No, I would not take a Black Cannon. Black Cannon's just bad here. Doesn't do anything. For the reason that you say. The feel is just better. I'd rather just play the Compact on the card than play Black Cannon. I do way more with the card draw and the energy from the feels than I do with the like damage from Black Cannon. I already have Treasure for that kind of payoff. In a slightly different version of this run where I never got offered Compact, though, that would be a different world. And maybe Flat Cannon would be necessary. I could brick this turn. Take a bunch of damage. Yeah. It seems pretty strong to me. Well, the defense played, so it should be infinite now. Capacitor, just not necessary in the slightest. Can dupe a card here. Better than a remove? I don't think so. Remove seems better. Get rid of Zap or something. Dual cast can like be useful to get energy out of orbs. Dupe trash. Yeah, 2 trash treasures is like kind of funny, but trying to go infinite, you know what I'm saying? We don't really care about anything besides just going infinite. Nosh doesn't like actually do anything. Not even semi-infinite here, I'm just infinite. Once I get to this turn, my turn never ends. Which is true. I could have probably avoided this situation. Trying to set up my flower, which I will succeed in doing. There's obviously just a chance of that happening. Probably wasn't worth it. I have to like actually make the big hand to go infinite. I don't have like a well I plans to guarantee that it happens. I mean, Fight Through is just kind of a good card, but it's a bit too much, right? We're infinite, we don't need this. Big. Upgrades are gone. Definitely not infinite when my upgrades are gone, but... Still extremely strong. Oh, both my overclocks are around, my compact is around. That's all I actually need to be around. And my claw, I guess. Echo form. It's just entirely useless. I don't really see a good reason to take it. The thing I'm doing is just so much stronger than Echo form. Does this have like some unforeseen problems that I'm not thinking of right now? Against the queen, I can just like stack statuses in my deck and then find some statuses. Eventually I will go infinite. Yeah, double every Goopy defend. I really don't though. The thing. Really just don't. God, this guy had status cards. It's gonna ruin my infinite. God. My infinite is over. Crash of Treasure is such a stupid card, man. Rocket Punch can be upgraded. I don't really see any reason at all why it's bad, so I'll just take it. Yeah, very curious, Cactus, very curious. How you doing, chat? How do you feel about the Defect in Slay the Spire 2? Do you think this character's stupid? I think this character might be kind of stupid. Maybe. Young Glass was designed to prevent this. Yeah, what a fool, man. Absolute idiot, the Aeon Glass trying to stop me from going infinite. But one character just doesn't care. Oh no, I'm being hit by the binding. God. Oh, God. Ow. Bound. It's like cheap and stuff. I feel cheated. I feel like I'm just gonna throw Iteration and play. Like, why not? Overclock. I can just do like chill into this. I play this Overclock next turn. It binds the Ascender's Bane, yeah. So we probably go infinite this turn. Maybe. I do have like this guy sitting around being annoying. Like I make a lot of energy. I have a lot of card draw. When you have a lot of card draw and you have a lot of energy, certain things start happening. Troubling things. I didn't even like really want to kill that turn because I want to set my flower up. Those are good mountain cards. They're not that great, I guess. Like you gotta get around one of the binds with the thing. It's all thanks to Claw, to be honest. Gonna do without Claw. Oh no, it's the Aeon Glass against my card spam infinite deck. No! 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 It's over. I'm done for. There is no escape from the Aeongal ass. He's got me. I can't do anything. God, look at all these withers, man. It's over. I'm dead. I wasn't dead. I was just playing you for a fool. Oh no. He's flooding my deck with withers. Devastating status cards that inflict devastating effects. Bogus. Bogus. GG. What happened in this run? I got Goopy Defense. They say 23 on them. And I got like an Overclock, a Compact, and a Trash to Treasure, and an Iteration. And I was just like, haha, I win. Wow, I win. Insane. GG. Wonder when the game is going to officially come out. Like 1 to 2 years. I haven't even gotten like the first big patch yet. So. Probably like 2 years. Oh. Got the unlocks. Should have unlocked the compendium now though, so that's good. And also random character selection. As long as you have like one run in the run history, you unlock those things. Yeah, I felt like the Lava Rock choice was reasonable. I mean, it gave me Bagger Prep Happy Flower, which was obviously very, very good. These relics are very good. So Lava Rock paid off pretty well, but the remove 2 obviously would have accelerated this game plan even more, but I got the amount of removes I needed anyway. Was helped out a bit by getting the Preserved Fog at the end. But yeah, this deck's pretty good. It's a pretty good deck. I'm gonna take a short break, play some Ironclad. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. We should get fission somehow. Yeah, it's strange. Why did they remove fission? I haven't actually thought about why. What about fission was offensive enough to make it removed from the game compared to some of the other cards? Was it too strong or too weak? Like, I actually have no idea what they were thinking. Like, if it's too strong or too weak. Like, Shatter may serve as a replacement. Huh. Fission's like so much cooler than Shatter. If that's the replacement. I didn't really thought about that being the replacement. Kingar, thank you for the Prime sub. I don't think I thanked you earlier. I just now saw that I got a Prime sub from Kingar. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. I like how Vision played. It's interesting. I liked Vision. All right, anyway, here's Ironclad. Kaleidoscope. Booming Conch. Both great. Really strong options. Booming Conch can go for elites. Like a pretty convincing path as well. The worst thing I could have. Yeah, it was the worst draw. Yeah. It was the worst draw. It's like the reason you might want to not play the defend earlier, but you're not actually likely to draw that. Not super convinced. Bloodwall's good. Breakthrough's good. Go Bloodwall first. Probably better than a strike. Attack potion bloodletting. Run into the 4 elites, destroy them. I don't see what could go wrong. Strike. Okay, can I take these elites? I think I can. I have to now. This is the attack pot fight, right? I guess we see what the Infernal Blade gives next turn. But I might just kill it this turn if I attack potion. Play Unrelenting. Always going to be the worst possible draw, isn't it? It does 7. Play defend here. I said 8. I mean, that wasn't worth it. 5 HP is a lot. got my potion back. Take a blood or burning pact. I have bloodletting, burning pact, pommel strike, which is like an excellent combination of cards. Also just got a very good relic. Bash, Fiendfire. $60 damage to do. Probably will have to attack Fortune, but I don't have to do it until next turn. Do I have to attack Potion? We can see next turn. Because I can draw the Bloodletting. Which is why I did that shuffle, but then I drew the Bloodletting in the wrong place. I am so bad at this game, holy crap. That was talentless behavior right there. Do I want Flame Barrier? Probably. Rouge is good. Rest here. It's not the most unreasonable thing to do. Also, just like upgrade Burning Pact. Pretty good. This takes 2 technically, which is less than 3. No, actually, it takes 0. It's dealing 8, not 10. It's a fact. I don't see any way I'm not taking this elite, right? That's like why we took the Booming Conch, is so that I could just do the super aggressive path. Ooh, uppercut. There's some battle trance though, but I do have a decent amount of draw already. I like uppercut. Yeah, Infernal Blade was a transform. Dominate. Gain a Shibillion strength. Just like buy a splash as well. Deck seems like kind of good at that point. Yeah, I bought a... Interesting. Oh my god. That is not a good set of cards. Packs win. Frog. I don't think I need a power potion this way, really. what else can you say, really? The Ironclad with a booming conch. Just kind of crushed it. It's just like luminescence, right? Activates my Pex and it's just kind of generically useful. Lots of different spots. Upgrade 6 randoms, like, alright. Forgotten Soul's power on a Dominate. No, actually, I have not. It's never happened. Probably had the opportunity to, maybe. Never done it. It doesn't like sound all that spectacular or anything. That's okay. So I'm gonna go to shop, and this exit's very early, which is like not the best, but it's also just kind of fine. As soon as I get my 3 strength, this deck does a lot of damage. I get Dominate Plus or whatever. Clicked my option on. Going to Radiant Pearl. Seems like the best thing to take. Retain Bloodletting. Haunt with the Dominate. It's alright. Take a Vicious. I upgrade Bloodletting and then start like doing this stuff. I don't like that card. Not gonna lie to you. I don't know why I played it like this. Insane. Probably a way to avoid it though. France, fine-ish maybe. Yeah, ouch indeed. Should be killing this one. Doesn't really feel like it matters all that much. It's a terrible draw that turn, by the way. Kidding me? Draw like this. So obnoxious. Got the worst draw order of all time. This I could miss actually. Not likely to though. Get like a whirlwind and then it doesn't work. Outside of that one specific situation, should be fine. Somehow I'm like low on HP. I do not really understand at all how that happened, but it did. Felt like I was like insanely strong going into those fights. far. Now we have 3 innate strength and a Colossus, so at least doing alright. AoE fight could be a little bit weird. This fight, I guess, could also be a little bit weird. I want to rest. Cruelty with Frog as well, on top of the cruelty. It's kind of insane. I don't want to rest, but will I rest? Oh, I kind of think I can just blow through the rest of this act, no problem. Like, even the boss is just going to die insanely fast, right? Whatever rest is going to be at the final fire, not this fire. Drawing none of my useful cards. Come on, man, really? Like, game actually just trolling. Wait, that was enough damage. Oh, yeah, I have 3 strength. That's fine. I don't mind using that potion this fight. No, obviously it wasn't necessary. Bite me. It's already... It's 1 block off. I feel like I can just do this. Right? Save as much HP as possible. I also get the feeling Knowledge Demon's probably just gonna roll over and die. I agree. Now I upgrade, like the second Bloodletting, I just upgraded the Vicious, yeah. We just have lots of card draw, lots of energy. Typical recipe for good things. You can react to the draw order with the potion. Like with this draw, probably don't need a potion, right? Come on, man. Draw all my Bloodlettings with my... It's fine. What would I want to bring back anyway? Like Bloodletting? Oh. Do I want to feed? Feed's always like fine-ish, right? Angle's not terrible here. I think feed's a little bit better. But I have to fight the A-angle glass guy. Any shop's gonna go to with the parasol. 1 maximum. Okay, probably don't take parasol in. That's also 1 maximum shop at the Seer Talon, but trying to prime sub, but it's not letting you. They're trying to steal your money. It's crazy. Yeah, I mean, Decay is the one to get rid of. But obviously, I'm very good wishes in this deck to get the Vicious, line up the Pax End as well. It like accelerates towards the Pax End exhausting condition. I'd say the main problem right now is Test Subject. Taking a lot of damage in that fight. Just because I can't block like the big hit. So feeds are a good way of mitigating that issue. I don't go this way and just like get as many feeds as possible. Also the opportunity to upgrade on the right path, but I never go to a shop that way, which doesn't seem that great. I think the deck is very strong, so. Strength probably. Strength with the frog is likely to kill pretty quickly. Evil Eye is pretty good with wishes. Wish out the Evil Eye and then play it. Does okay things, but still just kind of whatever, I feel. Maybe it's okay. It's pretty good. I don't know if I should have killed it like that, but I have more fleet, so. I wish feed, because I forgot about my feed. See, I forgot. The whole reason I went on this path is to get feeds, and then I forgot about my feed. Don't mind me. Do not mind me. If I have max, it's not true. You're just making stuff up. I'm gonna trigger it. Trigger it's like fine. It's a decent block card. Not really too interested in the project of blocking. I kind of just want to kill. If I don't draw the Dominate at the right time, maybe it's reasonable. It helps with the project of the second one actually performing. Just get rid of cards. It's okay, is basically my point. Because I don't have volunteer, so the damage actually leaves a lot to be desired. This so that speed will actually kill. Other cruelty? Don't think so. Wish is kind of draw like view wish after the draw 3. Does it work? I'm not even sure what you mean by that. Wish after the draw 3. I mean like Battle Trance. Okay, if you play Battle Trance and you play Wish, it will work. The wishes will still draw. Or they'll get your card. It doesn't count as drawing a card. Bag of Prep seems pretty strong. Doing one of the curses seems like a reasonable thing to do. He is not a very good card. You can buy like this potion to use on a bad turn against the test subject, potentially. Main elite I'm worried about is the artifact elite. The one that has artifact stacks. Hard to apply Vuln to that guy. I don't have like a red mask to help. The fight drags on a lot longer than I would like it to. Wish considered a colorless card or an ancient card. I think if you transform it, if that's what you're wondering, it'll transform into a colorless card. Like, they don't transform into other ancient cards. I don't think. I don't think there's like a such thing as like an ancient card pool. Well, I hope there's not anyway. Pretty sure I would know that if there was. I don't think I've ever tried it though. This guy. Read lethal here. Bowie. It's not good against the 1-5 I'm bad at, so it's not a very good card. Puzzle box is good. Always. So, upgrades are kind of fascinating in this kind of position. Because of course there's a splash upgrade, which is just very good. But Cruelty Plus has a lot of potential. Having a single Wish Plus against the test subject might be really nice. So on that one turn that I have a hard time blocking, like the turn it's intangible where I can't kill it, and I can't block very well, I can just wish for like a second wind or something to block on that one turn. just hold the wish in my hand. But the problem with it is that if I play second wind before that, the wish can't really be retained anyway. Wish plus do. I mean, there's no ethereal on wish anyway. It just adds retain to it. It adds retain, which can be useful. Oh, I don't get my card. Well, certainly not as good as I was hoping it would be. I just want like the wishes and the impervious in my deck because I want to wish for impervious next turn. I'd like to draw a card here if possible. I don't really want my next turn to be 2 wishes that I can't play. That's what it is, I guess. I don't have Volm. Okay, Final Pain Plus. That seems fantastic. Wish bottom deck is definitely the best card. I mean, it is another reason sort of to upgrade the Wish. I didn't lose that much HP in that fight, so I could see a better argument on this floor for upgrading the Wish. There's obviously also just Taunt Upgrade or Splash Upgrade, which are both great. Splash is just undeniable. Pulling an attack. The power that makes all powers cost 1 less is probably just good, though. It's too good to be true. Also 2 strength, 2 dex, but powers cost 1 less and then upgrading is just insane. Power's also good. Or the attack's also good. Of course. Attack is always good. That's very good. That one for speed. Right, nearly 100 max HP, full HP. All my cards are upgraded and all my powers cost 1 less. What am I wishing for here? Presumably like a way to block, but is that even true? Just get like a Burning Pact to draw cards, like a Pommel Strike to draw cards. You kill it this turn. Not a terrible idea. So wait another turn using this Colossus. Try to land, but I can just... I just want to kill it now. Gives me the best odds of landing the big dominate. Wish out uppercut here. Interesting. I really need bloodletting here, actually. I just want to play another Burning Pact. Get bloodletting here. Just get rid of as many bad cards as possible. The way I die in this fight is like the redraws being insanely terrible. Like, getting rid of all these defends just means I very rarely die. Or have any problems whatsoever. Here, splash or just pommel? Keep this ball going somehow. Decent hand. Great Blaster's kind of good on Clad, yeah. Just kind of strong. I was sticking with playing, that's fine. To dominate. I'd like to get my payoff at some point. But then strength feels like it'll probably kill in time before I start having problems. Could be wrong though, I could just like die to the minion maybe. He only has 400 HP, it feels like it should never happen, but... Like, I do have card draw. Like, I do have to contend with this turn, where it does nearly my entire HP bar. Play all attacks on her or weaken the left guy? Just commit. She'll die. GG. It was a good vicious. It was a good vicious. Very good vicious. Kind of kept the draw consistency of the deck in check for the entire run. Or like, since I picked it up in Act 2. Without that, I would have been a little bit more dicey, I think. Being able to draw cards in the Act 3 boss gauntlet, which is super, super important. If you work against that, like that, against Awaken 1? No, Awaken 1, it didn't work like that. If you fed on the first phase of Awaken 1, it would not give you max HP. Works like that in this game, but not in Slay the Spire 1. Like for the Axe bots and also the test subject, you get the max HP. I'm gonna take a short break. I'll be back in just a few minutes, okay? BRB. I have returned. Play the silent next. See how this goes. Gonna take more regular breaks now that the streak has ended. The streaming streak. You mean like regular breaks from streaming? I don't think so. I think I'll still be streaming very consistently. It was nice though to take a couple days to chill. I feel like this is probably a pretty clear file holster. Just like obviously quite strong, right? It could go this way. A lot of events, but you claim the file holster is enough to kill this thing. And you like use the events and you don't like have to trade out your potions. You get like a bunch of power from the events because events aren't weak. And then you run into the shell. I like good enough. Doesn't see very many cards, but don't find file holster cringe anymore. Oh no, I still think it's cringe. I agree with my earlier stance still. I don't think my opinion on it has actually changed at all. Like the exact same opinion. I just actually take it now. That's the difference. Not like skipping it outright. One question mark fight's not too unwelcome here, I don't think. Who would be like moderately annoying, I guess. This turn's not too pretty. Could maybe use a fire potion if I felt the need to. Now you're just being rude. I plan on using explosive potion in this fight. They're taking the piercing well. It's still pretty good. You have like survivor neutralize or whatever. The full heal, but then spiral's too good. Could upgrade the defended spiral, could upgrade predator, could upgrade neutralize. I think I'll just upgrade the spiral defend. Initial plan was to use the powder demise in this way, but I honestly don't really feel the need to. It's a tracking. Really got like 5 question mark fights in this act. Why? On, man. Like, why? Are you... He's only taking 20 gold, but like, still. Getting this fight, bottom decking exactly that card. Oh, on. That is, just an... It's really not that big of a deal. It's just really annoying. It's just, like, really, really annoying. Yeah, it's just rude. It's just plain rude. That's all it really is. Throw the powder demise here, right? I think so. With 13 even play the neutralize, but like this thing will have enough HP that I can kill it with the thing. Then there's this one punching me for 1 billion. Wow, 2 additional cards just lines up so much here. A lot to take, though. Pretty high potion odds. Block's the same amount technically as playing the survivor, but I get to hold the survivor. It is valuable. What happens? It's another power. That's exactly what I needed. What if it is, though? Yeah, I don't know. Like, walking into this hallway fight, it's just so weird. There's like a very good chance I don't take damage, but I can also just take like 1 billion damage. If I get like the wrong kind of corpse slug draw order. It takes so much if I get the wrong kind of corpse slug draw order. Like, really weird. A lot of the other fights are fine, though. Like, mostly corpse slug, that's a problem. Like, with the bad draw where I bottom deck Predator, Leading Strike, and I can't deal damage, because, like, I have no damage with this card. Other than that, I'm trying to think of the other fights. There's, like, Living Fog, which seems largely free. There's the clam thing, which seems largely free. Yeah, it's really just one fight. Oh wait, there's this guy. This guy, huh? Not dead. More powers. It's probably what I need is another power. Seems true. The silent. Doing the silent thing. New accuracy. Kill this guy really fast. I like defensive potion, but I don't think I need to. I kill really fast here, like it's crazy. Shadow Meld, Serpent Form, Nightmare. Don't need any of these cards really. Nice rest. Could I got away with not resting? Maybe I could have. I think it'd be very silly to not rest there though. I think that's pretty obvious. Ironclad cards. That's a way to actually get cards in my deck that aren't powered. You know, I could take like an offering. That'd be pretty good. Funeral Pin or Embrace. I'm hoping for more power. That's what I want. But no, like actually, what I'm hoping for is Bloodletting and like offering. That'd be the good ones. Just stuff to put the powers in play, like card draw and energy to help put the powers in play. It can be obtained from Ironclad's card pool for sure. I can also just like take a touch of Orbis and then I just draw into my powers very consistently. I don't have to add draw to my deck because I just draw naturally. I can also just take a bunch of potions so that I can potion my way through all problem. I use potions to put the powers in play, basically. All my powers are aggressive powers, like none of them block. Very aggressive deck. But I do have a couple of solid block cards in the deck as well, like the Defend and the Leg Sweep. Strength is like nice, but also barricade or unmovable, which could be something. Like, I'm clicking this to find more powers. It's like exactly offering that I'm really looking for. Maybe Battle Trance would be very good. Take the Demon Glass. Let's see what it does. Paxton is really good. Ships. Maybe. There's a Stoke, which is kind of interesting. Impervious on Silence, a weird card, but it's probably not bad. It's probably not too bad. Colossus, I mean, it plays with the Tremble that's in the pack, but probably take a Tremble. At least this. Stoke on Silent, I don't really care. I like to progress towards another Book of Fibrings proc, so I like to take a bit more than this. I was hoping for some strength, but all my attacks in the deck are strike cards. So I could take Hellraiser and then take like no more attacks and just play this strikes of Hellraiser. Crazy. Don't give silent cards, it does. Silence cards aren't really all that consistent on random gen in this game though. Maybe I'll just take it for fun. None of the acceleration that I was really looking for, but it's not that bad, I guess. I don't know what second one's trying to do here. It's just so weird. I don't have any card draw. Like, how is Stoke even working? Like, I can't draw a card. No, Stoke's just terrible. I don't have card draw. Or energy. Like, you need card draw and energy to make those cards good. I need to draw in my block cards consistently. Body Slam. If it was upgraded, maybe. Unupgraded, it's just, like, not good. I'll take a second. Get, like, acros and backflips and stuff. It's a bit easier to carry around this Stoke that doesn't actually do anything. Well, it's Wrecking doesn't actually do anything. I have to attack portion this turn, sadly. Bottom decked everything. And that's just like a thing that happens in this deck is like the situation, sadly. Can't even kill. Dissipate Plus does not seem like a useful card here. This deck is really bad. Vigorous. Like what? Pack's End? Go for it. That's what I need, right? Another Infinite Blades. What I actually need is like remove strike by like prepared or something. Prepared doesn't actually do anything for me though. Yeah. I'm building a bad silent deck. It's kind of shameful. This needs, I need tap. Like I need to get rid of a strike. Deck has no acceleration at all, and a bunch of powers. Like it's a deck that desperately needs acceleration that has no acceleration. I need to get the one thing from this, but I don't think I can afford to take that much damage. Upgrade a card here and then rest. Upgrade the tracking. Also just upgrade again because it's good to be strong and upgrades make me strong. Infinite Blades is a fantastic upgrade because I need to get 3 cards exhausted before I draw into the Paxson, which is a lot easier if I'm already exhausting a card by turn 2 guaranteed. Just has to happen. It's practically necessary. Could have blocked more that turn. Could I have? I guess I could have. But it's like a little awkward. I think I'm a huge fan of what's going to happen to me over the course of the next few turns. But... no card draw. It's the entire problem. Oh, that doesn't kill. Okay, I guess I'm just dead then. Oh, I didn't do... It's not enough HP. No, it's actually... Elena. I can do accuracy, like sweep into the thing, kill here. And I just have 2 guys. That does kill, right? I'd probably get out. That was really sloppy. Not dead though. You go like this way and rest twice, and then maybe we can limp our way to something. Have to rest here at least. So weird to not get card rewards though. Draw extra cards so I can get another pack's end. Potion's very good. That clip's good-ish. Taking my stolen card back actually gets me towards Book of 5 Rings proc potentially. So I could rest and go left to try to get Book of 5 Rings proc. That does take on a hard pull though. Of course has its risks. It upgraded my accuracy, it did. Yeah, that was very good. That often happens with Frozen Egg, though, because powers are all uncommon. I would love to upgrade my weakness cards, like Neutralize and Light Sweep. I don't chain weakness at all with my tracking, which is a huge issue. This is not a good fight. I don't know why I'm attacking that one. That makes no sense. It's because I can't really plan to kill. Yeah, it does actually make sense. Try to use the Pexin. Not too bad. I would love to pick a card here. Too difficult to pick an acro at least. Okay, play tracking. Play accuracy here. I play the weakness potion. Probably just try to block the next couple turns. Pretty likely to. You kind of waste my weakness in this line, though. I deal 30 damage, that's not that bad. So I can always get out with the explosive potion, which is the potion I prefer to use anyway. Gauss Paper is good. Gamble's really good. Yeah, that heals us 20, which is what we're looking for. Was that heal before the boss? Alright. I'd love to upgrade Neutralize, man. Just being able to extend that weakness is so nice. That's like the main problem with the deck right now, is that I play my weakness cards and they don't actually last very long. I think I can get away with it. I played the act to get away with this upgrade. So. Oh. If I want to kill that now, I'd have to, like, sacrifice. No. I have the Shiv next turn. Does it deal 10, though? Like, no, it does 18. I don't know. The Shiv does 56. They cooked something up with the tracking card for sure. I don't know if I'd say they cooked a good thing on, but they cooked something. Some manner of cooking was done. Not a mid. Notably not a mid. Labe immediately gets the Book of Five Rings. Pretty high. And of course gives me 3 transformed upgraded cards, which is funny, I guess. Yeah, Snecko. The Snecko relic. Big strike for second one value. I could also just remove strike for second one value. Cage. Labe is like able to give me really good things, but it's also able to just like ruin my entire life. Make me sad. It's actually pretty important. Like every card in this deck is pretty important. How likely is it to be worse than 3 strikes? That's not what the calculus is. The question is, how likely is it to be worse than 2 removed strikes and 1 strike being in the deck? That is the question. I think the Labe is more likely to be better just because Aeon Glass exists. I think without Aeon Glass being here, I would just take the Cage, but with Aeon Glass existing, I just want more options in the deck rather than removals. Scare is very good. Grand Finale is... I mean, we'll kill something with it, right? Phantom Blades isn't, like, enhance another power, but I have Adrenaline now. I have an Adrenaline, so... But yeah, we need to get a Wellite Plans. Like, this deck with the Wellite Plans is just amazing. Like, I need a Wellite Plans. This is such a Wellite Plans monkey deck. So let's go to 3 shops to see 3 powers in the shop, so that we will see Wellite Plans. Thoughts? Anybody have thoughts on this plan? Going to 3 shops to see 3 powers, so that we will get Wellite Plans, so I can retain my Grand Finale. So poor, I don't care. And my wealth doesn't really matter here. What matters is I get a Wellite Plans, because if I get a Wellite Plans, I win. If I don't, then maybe I'm sad and dying or something. Nice draw. Felt like lethal. It's almost lethal. Reflex go infinite. I mean, we can start leaning towards some kind of pseudo-infinite type of thing. Yeah. I mean, I wasn't meant to take a card there, though, because of the thing. Ooh. It's a good draw. Would you like Tremble? Infinite Blades. Okay. The second one is done well. It's not too surprising considering it's second one, but just feel worth commenting on the fact that it's done well. Laydens is like a shabillion damage. It's probably good. So I look up here, I don't see Wellite Plans. So I'm not interested in this shop. There's a Fairy in a Bottle, though. your theory. Deck is so good with like one Wildlife Plans and it's actually just mind-blowing how good it is. Keep just getting unlucky with the Pex end, it's annoying. This hand sucks. Straight up, that hand sucks. That hand actually just sucks. New Phantom Blades, Shiv, Second Wind. Can't say I'm inspired by this line, but it's probably the best I've got. Ow. Ow. But I want to keep Leading Strike. What? Not that bad. Considering everything, that wasn't really that bad. No Wildlife Plans. So what do I do here if there's no Wildlife Plan? I mean, we're going to the next shop to hopefully see Wildlife Plan. But we can't plan the elite fights around having a Wildlife Plan. Just a little awkward. That's what I was hoping to be able to do. I'm gonna remove the Final Strike because I will have enough gold by the final shop to be able to buy a Wildlife Plans anyway. Release in a chest, I definitely have enough money. You just buy another gamble. Let's do that. Ow. I don't get full advantage out of this draw too, so I think I just play the Phantom Blades. The line card here is a little risky. This retains, I can just like wait. I guarantee the Pervious next turn, which is pretty strong. Play the accuracy instead of the thing. I think the thing kills 21 extra damage. Yeah, it's more than 30, right? Yeah, if you get a few prepared pluses. You can start preparing the reflexes, actually playing the grand finale with all the vol and weakness tracking thing. Anaglass will just kind of die. They can pseudo replace Wildlife Plans, like all the prepared. This also is kind of like Wildlife Plans, the Sable Serum. Grand Finale Dream. Deadly. Really hope to do this turn. Kill the middle one. I should have probably weakened. Yeah, there's no real good line there, I suppose. They're just like bad lines and okay lines. Like Sweet Plus is like literally the best card of all time. Alright, take another Prepared Plus or just rest here. I think if I want to rest, it's gonna be at the final fight, right? The Prepared Plus is a bit too good. I could also upgrade Adrenaline. We're just like accelerating into lots of powers being played early. Prepared feels like such a bad card unupgraded. I don't know about that. It's definitely not bad, like in any world. Let's gamble this. It's going. Starting to be able to do things instead of just being stuck in an endless loop of not being able to do anything. This is an improvement on the situation. We have lots of weakness and a tracking and prepareds. All very good. Fuma. Noxious Fuma. It's like artifact strip, I guess. Not really all that impressed with it. So we're not. We don't get Wildlife Plans. We do get an Equilibrium. A Tactician. I think I'm resting into the boss fight. Also, I buy 5 cards in the shop, which I don't think I can. Realistically, buy 5 cards. There's a power pot. I don't need the weak pot as much. It is artifact strip against the Ion Glass, though. I don't mind the second Infinite Blades. You just put them in play and then sort of just play your shivs and the enemy will die at some point. I think a Mazaless gift. could rather just remove a strike. Maybe just buy a Bajra. Buy a Bajra. And Mazla skip, but I get the payoff immediately. I could play Predator here. I guess I mean, I suppose I can. I want to get into as many powers as possible this turn. Maybe kill it. Oh, Phantom Blades is kind of difficult. This deals a lot of damage. I don't have like a Blade Dance in the draw pile. I do have this though. I can do Tremble into Ship Show. Do like 50 right now. And I'm down a bunch of powers anyway. But it doesn't kill, right? Like these will deal like 37. It's not even lethal. So I take a bunch. I have a fairy though. Forget how much they do. I should have probably drawn cards first. But... I keep most of my HP. I just have to get that train going fast enough against the Aeon Glass without, you know, just dying. No, it does do a billion trillion damage immediately, so... Not like it's hard to just... Or it's not hard to just die. I can't just die. I want to play Scare. They sure do deal 51 damage, don't they? They sure do. Alright, GG. GG. Done it. I won on the silent. Yeah, probably the sea glass was sussy, the demon glass, but I mean, the cards were good, right? Like these cards did all right, but the other options were probably both better. Yeah, tracking is certainly. I mean, as soon as I saw in Act 1, I knew I was able to do what this was going to do in the Ironclad. Because the card just does so much damage. Sadly, I never actually procced the Grand Finale. Very sad. What else do I have? I have Slay the Relics, Exporter, Base Lib, and Hindsight. Hindsight lets me, like, jump to a specific floor. So I can Hindsight. Like, I could, for instance, I could Hindsight what the, Akamoko Copper would give me here. Or, like, what the Hefty Tablet would give me here. I mean, Assassin is not bad. Oh, whoops. What was there? What is a Buster? That's cool. I don't think there was anything else to, I guess there was the Kaleidoscope from this round. Kaleidoscope's a fun. Not picking Kaleidoscope is even, like, kind of cool because you get to go back in hindsight. Fuma. Gunk Up on Ironclad's actually pretty good. Knockout Blow. Insane. I could actually also go back and see what the Leafy Poultice would give. Lots of hindsight in this round. It's pretty aggressive. Definitely not better than Booming Conch, I don't feel. But it's not terrible. Not as much hindsight on boss relics in this game because, like, you don't see Pyramid P-Box, or you don't see, like, P-Box as often. Inspire 1, a lot of the hindsight was just going and seeing what the P-Box would give you, but you don't see P-Box very often in this game. Usually the options are not random. You see at the boss reward. You're not like Tiny House or Astrolabe. Like, the odds of, like, a Tiny House, Astrolabe, or P-Box showing up in a run was, like, pretty high in Inspire 1. You could hindsight all of those things. Or like a Calling Bell. Darv the strongest ancient? No, it's Nanu. Nanu's pretty easily the strongest ancient. Darv's probably the second strongest, though. Darv feels pretty good to me. Like, you almost always see, like, Pyramid or P-Box, right? So, yeah, or, like, you see it, like, 50% of the time, Pyramid or P-Box. Like, that's pretty good. And you can see a Darwin Act 2 or 1. And then you also have the powers, which are all pretty good. Yeah, it's impossible to break with Nanu, but also her options are incredibly powerful. Percent of the time with or without cringe. You can only ever see one energy relic from Darv, like, in terms of, like, the energy options that it could generate. And that relic slot is often taken up by the book. So, like, if you get Darv, oftentimes you'll see this, and if you don't, then you'll see an energy relic. But the top two options will be, like, non-energy. I think you can also see the tome with an energy relic, but, like, the top two options will usually be non-energy. So you're pretty likely to see one of Snecko, Pyramid, P-Box, Calling Bell, Black Star, or Astrolabe, which is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 options, and 2 of them are Pyramid, P-Box. And you see 2 slots for those things. So, like, I don't know how much it approximates to, but it's pretty likely that you see Pyramid or P-Box. Just because you can't see more than one energy relic. The way the odds work out is, like, you're pretty likely to see Pyramid or P-Box when you roll Dark. The odds aren't low. I don't know if they're 50%, but it feels like they're 50%. Yeah, worst case scenario, you see Astrolabe, Snecko, or Empty Cage, which is, like, you know. And oftentimes you also see the upgraded power thing. Like it's really hard to brick Darv. Like for a thing that's supposed to mimic Spire 1 boss relics, the fact that you like basically can't brick is and it's sort of like a sad thing because it kind of implies the way this game is designed implies that they didn't intend for you to be able to brick Act 1 boss relic or brick boss relics in Spire 1. Like they did kind of intend for them to be strong all the time. Because like even the options here, like there's a lot of forced RNG happening with this. Like the options that are bricked Spire 1 boss relics, at least occasionally, are like Choker, Sozu, Philo. These can be really bad. Ecto, these can be really bad, but you're never ever forced to take these. Like you always see these offered up against other things. They're never offered up against each other. So you can't actually brick. That's kind of why I'm saying that. If I ever skipped a Spire 1 boss relic, I skipped a boss relic in my world record rotating streak, so I definitely did skip boss relic. Pretty much only on Watcher though. Watcher was just like not a real character, so. Another Prime sub 2 hours ago that I did not see. My bad. Agenda VS2. If you're still here, thank you for the Prime sub. Appreciate that. Orbis shits on Darv. If an ancient is stronger than Darv at this point, I mean, it could be Orbis. Really, all three of the Act 1 ancients are all insanely strong. I could see Tez being the strongest at this point, though. I don't know. Pale's probably still the strongest. Orbis does not suck, Papa. Orbis is pretty strong. Just because you're mad it's never giving you Prism doesn't mean it sucks. I'm very talented. I always get Prism from Orbis. Or some Prism related option, like Sea Glass. The Orbis was the weakest. The weakest is probably Vaku for like where it is in the run. Just because Vaku actually has a chance to give you 3 mediocre options. Everything else like will basically always offer you at least some kind of strength. Feels to me like she can brick the most in Act 2. How do you feel Tez can brick? Tez used to be able to brick, but they buffed all of Tez's relics, so she can't really brick anymore. Yeah, Mittens is still bad, but like you're never forced to take Mittens. You always get offered something good. Like you literally like the worst case scenario is a bad Coco. That is Tez's worst case scenario now. Like there is no other bad scenario. It's just like you can get a forced Coco that's bad sometimes. Very rarely, but sometimes. And it's not even like a forced bad Coco is like that bad. It's like just kind of bad. It's the worst case scenario though. Yeah, and they'll buff Mittens at some point, and then that won't even happen anymore. Like after they buff Mittens, like you will literally never not get something super strong from Tez, like ever. You'll always be strong after seeing Tez Katara. So I think she'll probably be the strongest after that gets buffed. She'll be like close to Nanu tier. If it's strong. Like I assume a rework will be making the relic stronger. Don't like the random exhaust. I mean, the random exhaust is just bad. It's not unpickable, but it's just it is like a very big downside. Like it fundamentally doesn't make a whole lot of sense, especially with the way the game is designed. I think if the game was designed differently, like the mittens would make more sense. But right now, you're just able to add like in this Act 1, I added like 5 powers to my deck. All aggressive powers, no defensive powers. I just added like 5 powers to my deck, and then I just like walk through the runner one. Like it doesn't make sense when you build your deck like this for mittens to be a thing, because like mittens is just it's a power being played for you, but it exhausts your other powers. So like you can't take powers that are aggressive and then expect to use those to solve your damage, because mittens will just exhaust them. You just have to have attacks, which is fine if you don't have the powers, but you just add the powers because there's no consequence to adding powers. So like mittens just doesn't serve any purpose. You can't just like build a pile of attacks and then have a mittens and kill things. That's not a deck you can build or should ever build, because you can just add the powers, because there's no downside to adding powers. It's way more upside, and then you get to click something else and have an actual boss relic instead of a thing that's just replicating something you can add to your deck for free with no consequence. It just makes no sense. The only time you'll like take mittens is if you accidentally end up with like a deck with a bunch of Shiv cards, but you never saw a Shiv power in Act 1, and then like you need strength to like do things, and you just take the mittens in that situation. But that's very rare, and it's like basically silent exclusive. I don't even think Clad really has a situation where it's like actually good, because the situation where it's good is like you have the exhaust synergies, but if you have those, then you don't care about mittens. Yeah, that would be a lot of strength very quickly. You would get very, very powerful. Like strength is a hard thing, because you don't want the pile of attacks deck to actually just be able to be strong enough by itself to win. So mittens is a hard thing to balance, because like it gives you strength every turn. It's like a similar thing to Brimstone. Brimstone's actually balanced because like it gives you strength every turn, but it has a huge downside to go with it. So the pile of attacks deck has to like contend with some problems. But it's a shop relic, right? When the problem with mittens is it's being offered up against a bunch of just generically broken things. So you just click the generically broken things like pumpkin candle, or you know, a good cocoa, or you know, yummy cookie or something like that. Just like a bunch of power with no downside. Like boss relics don't have drawbacks in this game, so you just like click the strong thing. You don't have to like worry about taking something like mittens that has a drawback and like forces you to build your deck a certain way, which isn't really even that weak, but like you can just take something that doesn't force your deck to build anyway and then just take powers. And like fill all the gaps in your deck with powers. You don't have to like have a unique boss relic to fill the gaps in the deck. You just like add strong thing, take power, win. Every run is exactly like that. Maybe some Defect runs aren't, but Defect's just like the only character that can actually build like a pseudo infinite thing. Even it's like kind of functioning off of powers. But I've actually been doing the pseudo infinite thing pretty often. Min said exhaust a card in your hand. So like you draw four cards a turn effectively, but you lose a card out of, like that you choose. Yeah, it's like a free tyranny in your deck immediately. Maybe significantly better. That'd be OP without the strength gain. No, I don't think so. Maybe though. Could be. You have to have like some card draw to make it good, but if you have card draw, it's not bad. Start of turn UI prompt. Hates tools of the trade. Imagine hating tools of the trade. It's crazy. DD440. Thank you for the Prime sub. Appreciate that. It's the game to just flow. Casey's just clicking cards, basically, is what you're telling me. Casey wants to just click the cards. Random question, but I was just curious. What characters do you think have the easiest, hardest micro on average? It's definitely dependent on the player. Some players are just gonna like naturally understand certain types of micro strategies, like more based on their life experiences and like dispositions and stuff. But I'd say like the complicated micro is like, in theory, probably Regent, because there's like star balancing. Like for most players, I would expect Regent to be the hardest micro. For me personally, Necrobinder is very easily the hardest micro, because I don't vibe with her like way of playing the game very much. So like I get confused more easily. My intuitions are wrong more often. So Necrobinder is the hardest for me personally, but if I had to say like what the hardest is for like the average player, it's probably the Regent. And the easiest is probably just like Silent or Ironclad, just because like they're the most simplistic in their design. They don't have like as much resources to balance and stuff. Probably Ironclad's the overall easiest for like the average player. But for me, the easiest is probably Defect, because I just vibe with Defect's like game plan the most. Like Cloud and Silent really want strength. I mean, every character can use strength. Besides, I mean, obviously it's just very bad on Necrobinder. Any other character like a strength relic could be useful, but yeah, it's definitely most useful, especially on Silent. I'd say it's most useful on Silent, strength is, but probably second most useful on Cloud. Stopped really taking Barrage. I don't know. Defect's just like too strong to take like 90% of his card pool at this point. You just take like 5 cards. Barrage is just like a common. It's like ugly. Defect or Silent stronger this patch? I'm not sure. I think it's probably still Silent. Probably. But it could be Defect. I think it's one of the two though. I think it's easier to win with Defect though. But if we're talking stronger, I'd say Silent might be stronger, but we're talking about like easier to win. It's easier to mess up a Silent run, because you can like make mistakes and build your deck wrong and die to Aeon Glass or something. Defect is like hard to build your deck wrong. But I think Defect can be forced to die a bit more often. So like the cap of the win rate might be a little lower, but that's just kind of speculation. They're disgustingly overpowered characters that basically never lose. That's all that really matters. Play a Defect run to demonstrate what I mean by Defect never really loses. I played a Defect run earlier today, and I crushed the entire Spire with 0 effort, which has been my experience with Defect for like the past couple months. So And I think a lot of players experience on Defect. Not everyone's, but a lot of players experience on Defect over the past couple months has just been kind of very easily, not just winning, but easily winning, like winning without even using potions in the Act 3 boss gauntlet, you know. That type of winning has been very common, I think, for a lot of players. All those CRNG videos make you paranoid. I just Quasar'd into catastrophe 4 times in a row. I would move forward at this point, assuming that RNG is truly random, and anything that you think is happening because of rigged RNG is just confirmation bias, which is what we all thought before. But I do think it's going to be true at this point. There's always going to be random things, like seeing catastrophe 4 times in a row from Quasar. It's just going to happen at some point, and you'll forget about it when it stops happening. Potion drop chance is weird right now. I mean, it's different from Spire 1. I don't really quite understand it fully, but... 3 to 4 potions in a row. I mean, that always happens. That's probably just confirmation bias. But we do understand the... or, like, I don't even understand, like, how the math works for potion chance in this game. It's like, it starts the same, it's at 40%, then it increases by 10%, same as Spire 1, but it doesn't change between acts, and I think, like, there's a modifier placed on elite fights that's a little bit weird. They can have a weird swingy effect on the potion chance, but... Make sure as potion chance is different, yeah, it's a bit different. I don't even really understand it too well at this point, but... Anyway, Chad. Was drawing 3 infections consistently part of CRNG back then? I don't think so. When I crashed out about or every time I crashed out about the infections being drawn together, it was just me kind of joking. Who knows, though? Maybe it was CRNG. It's funny to blame it on CRNG, so I'm just going to blame it on that, and then when it happens again, I can be like, oh my god, CRNG is back. You know? It's kind of enjoyable. But what if it stops happening? Then what if it was actually CRNG? If it stops happening? That'd be crazy. I don't think all of the aspects of CRNG were fully understood yet, so. They fixed elite drops, messing up potion chance, so it's just a Spire 1, except plus 12.5% elites, and no reset between acts. Okay, sure. So it doesn't mess with potion chance anymore. Okay. But it's 12.5%. I don't ever like account for that 12.5% because that number is just not as ingrained in my mind as the regular potion chances. IB1 AZ3. Thank you for the Prime sub. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. How do you win an overgrowth with Necrobinder? Gotta deal damage. Gotta get upgraded cards and potions. You are definitely pressured to do a lot. Feels somewhat similar to playing like Silent Act 1 in Spire 1. Which is a nice feeling, but also kind of a sad feeling in some ways. And like your slime boss is Phantom. If you see Phantom in Act 1 Overgrowth, you're just like super terrified. And your deck gets all messed up and then you die. I'm still figuring it out myself. There's a lot of things. Like, it's probably the most complicated thing in this game is Act 1 Necrobinder Overgrowth. It's I think the most complex and interesting part that exists in this entire game. Like, if I had to choose like one thing to play over and over again, like one act on one character, I would choose Act 1 Overgrowth Necrobinder to play over and over again. I'm pretty sure. Even though I don't like the character all that much. I just think it's very engaging. And every decision on every floor matters, it feels. And like your fight macro and everything, or micro, matters a lot. You have to play very well. Be nice if more of the game was like that, but it's okay that it's not. Like, it's fine. It's fine. Anyway, I might try to be a winner on this patch. If I try to be a winner, I started a new profile because I don't want like connection to CRNG. I've like learned the game a decent amount at this point. If I try to be a winner, just like win all the time. Like not even about like getting streaks, but just like winning. I just play like 3 runs a day or 2 runs a day, and you all just have to like deal with that. I just win. There's like I want to do that for one patch during early access at least. Like actually try to like win really often. I don't want every patch to be like I play 20 runs a stream and stream every single day, so I can't win consistently. Like when you do that, when you play a lot of runs a stream and you stream every day, like you're just never actually going to be consistent. Just kind of how it is. Beta branch still have CRNG. Beta branch and the main branch are the exact same right now. They are identical. Yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow. Tomorrow's what, Saturday? Yeah. I'll play it for your own. Follow the stream if you haven't already. Go subscribe to the YouTube channel. Soon enough, probably not tonight, but soon I will do the Necrobinder Explained run on this patch. That should be fun. Do I want them to add a ranked queue mode, some sort of maybe based on an A10 streak, or do you gain elo on lose and win, lose elo on loss, like an elo based rank system? No, I don't think that's a good fit for Spire at all. I don't like those in really any game because they just make people into, I think, worse humans. Kind of my opinion on rank systems most of the time. Yeah, see you, Jadara. See you, Zerkaz. See you, Darkness. See you, Red Freezy. Everyone in YouTube chat. Appreciate you for sticking around. I will be back tomorrow. GG's, everybody. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.